So I figured today I would unpack my luggage. So last year, oh, and by the way, if you can hear some noises going on, my wife's currently renovating and also my dogs and my cats are walking around, but I figured, you know, this is more of a guerrilla style video, so yeah, last time I never showed the stuff that I got because most of it was for that game or for other people. I'd get a few things for myself, obviously, but I didn't get like this time it was all about me. So it was really fun. One of my hobbies that I like is retro gaming. If you don't know me outside of Shades, like, I'm into retro gaming, and I will go more into the retro gaming side once we go into the games room, and I'll do a video on that. I know, look, some of you are nosy about what I got, so I'm going to show you. So, first off, I don't know why I got these. I think it's because I love retro. Again, I love retro shit, and I'm curious about this sort of stuff. I've really been fascinated into these cartridge mounts. Some of these cartridge mounts, there is one for the Super Nintendo that has the, you can put Pokemon in it. And there's these other ones as well. And this was only like, it's 20 yen. I don't know what these are. I'm gonna translate them later and I might put it in the video, I might not. But I might do a whole video just on these because I like the fact that there are other versions of these mounts. I thought there was only ones for the Game Boy for its converter, but there's other ones. There's this one here with a fish on it. And then there's this other one here, I assume it's Bomberman related, but it's also got like a little card slot that's removed. I don't know what this is for, but it looks like it's for the Super Nintendo itself, and then maybe it might be a separate mount, but there's something about these I'm enjoying collecting. I've also got another one called Derby Stallions, and again, I don't know what it's for. It's going to be really interesting to play around with these because, again, these are the things I'm fascinated with. I bought Famicom stuff, obviously, because I got a big video game collection. I bought this derpy ass thing. Now, I do actually have a Famicom, but this thing was a lot more easier to set up because I don't need a step down voltage converter, because a lot of the consoles you need to do that. This here is just pretty much plug and play, and look, it's a cheapy thing, right? But it does the job, and it will play pretty much all the Famicom games that I've bought. There's a couple that it doesn't play, but those are games that have deteriorated over time. Like, I bought them in like Japanese thrift stores, like really, really cheap. But the newer ones, I slot them in and they work straight away. So this here was, I think this was like only $10. And honestly, this is, you can get this in most of the thrift stores in Akihabara. It is worth it if you want to play some Famicom stuff. I ended up getting a Famicom, an original Japanese Famicom. I always wanted one. I got a couple of knockoffs when I was there last time 3 years ago, sorry. But I wanted a legitimate Famicom. And this one here was only 50 bucks. There is a cable issue with it, but I wanted it more just for the visual representation. I wanted to have it on my shelf to say that I have a Famicom. And they were, they were very, they were like, hey, just to let you know, like, it might not work. And I was, cool, just for visual, it's nothing else. So. Okay, so one of the biggest things I'm into is Sonic. I love Sonic shit. You're gonna see my Sonic collection at some point. I got like a little Sonic plushie. I got Sonic Riders Nintendo GameCube Japanese version, and then I got Sonic Mega Collection Japanese version. I got these because I really do like having the Japanese vaults of Sonic games, because the covers are always different, or the art and the writing's always different. I love the presentation of them. I love the fact that the GameCube games in Japan came in these little slips and these little boxes compared to when we got the DVD cases. So there's something nice and pleasing about having these in my Sonic collection. I never ever have a Virtual Boy. I'm gonna get a Virtual Boy at some point because I think Virtual Boys are fucking ridiculous, but I really want to get one. So while I was there, I was like, oh shit, there's some Virtual Boy games. I don't actually own any Virtual Boy games at all. I've played Virtual Boy. And if you don't know what Virtual Boy is, just look it up. It's that red seizure-inducing Nintendo mount thing that they refuse to acknowledge that they made. I got this Virtual 3 shooting game and Tetris on Virtual Boy, and they're still in the box, which I was like, hell yeah, this is wicked. Like, I'm not expecting them to work in a standard Virtual Boy, but it was just more about having 2 games and knowing that I've got 2 in the collection. And speaking of Virtual Boy, I also got a controller because I've never ever had a Virtual Boy, so I've never had a controller, and the controller was actually quite... I like how he tried to slip in, but then his giant meaty ass claw just came in the shot anyway. But here, I also got a fishing rod for the PlayStation. One of the other things I've been getting into, and I've kind of always been into it, is having really odd peripherals for consoles. And PlayStation's got some fucking weird ones. This one in particular is like, I want to, it's not just about playing games like fishing games with this. It's about playing games that I don't think would work with this. That's the shit that I find awesome to do, is like playing something like Bomberman with a fishing controller. I think it'd be really cool. Also, let's see. Oh, this is a controller I got. I ended up having to look this one up. So this is it's like a little dog bear sort of thing. This controller's got a microphone in it. Oh shit, there goes all my porn. This is it's got a microphone in it, and it's used for a kid's game. And again, this was $5, but I was like, it's such a weird peripheral. And you only get it with like 2 games, I think. So I just wanted to get it, and I wanted to be able to like use it or try it out, or at least say I've got it. You know, it's just a weird controller. I got some Sonic pencil holders, or like utility holders, you know, for like paper clips or pencils, textures. Again, I love Sonic stuff. You'll see my Sonic collection at some point. I love this sort of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that like when I see Sonic shit, I stop, and that's kind of what I do. That being said, fucking Sonic socks. Probably will never wear them. If I go back to Japan, I'll probably buy a second pair to wear, but these are going in the vault. Over here, some more Sonic. Just little men. So this is Sonic Labyrinth. I've never owned Sonic Labyrinth. This is like a really rare sort of game to have in the Game Gear. And to see the art for the Japanese cover is really cool. I really like this. I think this is really cool. This is probably the most expensive thing I bought on the trip. This was almost like, this was about $65 just for this one. And I wouldn't normally spend that much. Like a lot of it would be like $20, maybe $30. But when I saw Sonic Labyrinth, and there was another one as well, and I was like, I really want to just get Sonic Labyrinth, because then like, I have it. Like I have the game. I've never had the game before. I also got Sonic Drift in the box as well. I do own Sonic Drift, but I don't have the box, and I love the box art for this. It's fantastic. And the original Sonic the Hedgehog on Game Gear, the box art for this one, a lot of it's all hand-drawn, and I like that. I think it's really cool that they went to that effort to do sort of a hand-drawn style. Okay, so I got here Sonic Spinball. This was about $30. I've got Sonic, obviously I got Sonic Spinball for the Mega Drive, and I've got it for the Master System. But again, the Japanese art is so different. It's so different compared to, and like, it's so lacking in terms of screenshots on the back. But it's one of those things where I'm like, hell yeah, I love the Japanese art for Sonic the Hedgehog is just so underrated. I really, really like the Neverhood. If you don't know the Neverhood's a clay animated point and click puzzle style game. They actually made a PlayStation 1 release for it in Japan only, and I always wanted it, and it's so expensive online, but I only got it for $10 in Japan. It was really cool to see. It's a lower poly, like shittier version, obviously, of the PC game, but still to have a Japanese version of the Neverhood, I'm really excited. And also they made a third, well, technically fourth, I guess. They technically made a sequel to the Neverhood that was only ever released in Japan, called Clayman Gun Hockey. And I've only ever seen footage of it. I've never actually seen a copy in the wild, but this was in another store for like $20, and I couldn't pass that up, because this was just, it's just amazing to see something like that. Again, only Japan got this. Not in the original series like Neverhood, Skull Monkeys, and Boombots. Alright, PlayStation 1 games. I love me some PlayStation. PlayStation is one of my favourite consoles of all time. I'd say it's at least in the top 5. I just love the damn thing. I got Mototoon Grand Prix, because I love Mototoon Grand Prix. A lot of the Shady Corner, Shady Loot Cart inspiration comes from Mototoon Grand Prix, and you'll see a boss that we're actually going to be putting in the game that's quite inspired from Mototoon Grand Prix 2. If you don't know about the artwork for Crash Bandicoot in Japan, they tried to make him look a lot more kiddie-like, and I finally got Crash Bandicoot 3 in a more refined version. I'm really excited to put that on my shelf. It just looks so weird. Abe's Odyssey. In Japan, it's not called Abe's Odyssey. It's called Abe A Go-Go. I just saw it and I was like, okay, you bit me there. I got Sonic Shuffle. I've never owned Sonic Shuffle. This is one of those games where I know that I probably never ever own a English version of it, but to have the Japanese version of Sonic Shuffle, just to have it, I think it's pretty good for the collection. Crash Bandicoot 1 artwork, Crash Bandicoot 1, and then I got this game. I got this game because I know me and Clem should definitely play it on Fun Dogs. It's literally called Oh Yeah. It just says Oh Yeah on it. Runabout, which is Felony 1179, one of my favorite racing games of all time. This is Roscoe McQueen Firefighter Extreme, but the Japanese version. Again, I just got it because it was one of those games that I grew up with, and it was just one of those ones that kind of, I was like, I like that game. And then I got Motortoon Grand Prix too, because I fucking love Motortoon Grand Prix, and to have an actual proper copy of Motortoon Grand Prix 2 means a lot to me. I got a peripheral to drive a train on my PlayStation 1. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, whether or not I make a Shady Corner episode out of it or just another video, but apparently there's a lot of train video games on the PlayStation, and they got a peripheral, and you know, for $17 I figured, why not? I'll probably never see one of these again. I got a Sonic Cup with a lot of Sonic on it. I also got one of my favorite Pokemon ever is Coughing. I know it seems like the weirdest Pokemon to have as your favorite, but I love Coughing. It's got a little beanie plushie of Coffee because I really like him. We went to Nara where they have a lot of the deer, and they obviously have a little plushie cube of the deer. And then I got this one, which has got like the Japanese gates on them. I really love that. There's a lot of collectibles of these. It's very hard not to buy a lot of these, but I really love these. It's called a Poochie Baby. It's a Poochie Baby. So, Famicom games. Some of this stuff I know what it is. Some of it I don't know what it is. So, Sky Kid. I love Sky Kid. Sky Kid's a really good game for the Nintendo's. Again, for Famicom, really good. Pac Land. I love Pac Land. I think that's the shit. I don't know what this game is. Just some chick with a sword, so I figured that'd be a good for a Dat Game episode. It might be, it might not be. Bomberman 2, because I love me some Bomberman. Who doesn't love a little bit of Bomberman in their life? Fantasy Zone, which I didn't know Fantasy Zone came on the Famicom. I thought this was only a Sega exclusive, but Sunsoft seems to have put this on the Famicom. So I'm really excited to see what the difference is with the Fantasy Zone version for the Famicom. Spy vs. Spy. My favorite sort of two-player game of all time is probably Spy vs. Spy, and I wanted the other versions of it, so to have this was pretty cool. I got here the original Metal Gear. The original Metal Gear, because I thought that'd be really cool to have again in the Famicom. And all these are well treated, they're new. The original Mario Brothers I got here. I got a different version of Spy vs. Spy. I really like the artwork on this one. I thought this one looked really cool. Again, the Japanese art is so different. This one, I'm not too... Again, it's just a chick with a sword. This will probably be all in one video. I got Yoshi's Cookie. Yoshi's Cookie is a really fun game. What else we got here? Oh! Got some Kirby action, because I love Kirby. I don't know what this one is, but I don't even know why I bought this one. But it's three ball things. And one of them's old, one of them is a dude, and then one of them's got like long legs with... Maybe I bought it for the long legs. This one, I bought Twin B. I've heard a lot about Twin B. And then this is the like River City Ransom dudes. This one is Dynamite Ball with a monkey. That's gonna be some fun. I got some Tetris. And I got another one. There's another chick on this one. It's called Suguro Quest. We'll see how that one goes in a review. And that's it for this particular part of the video. I will go into the more looter shit in the next video, as there is a lot of that stuff that I've got to show off to you guys. Probably the same amount of stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed looking at all my luggage and what I was able to sneak back into the country. I will probably be doing some more videos like this as well. I hope that you guys don't mind these sort of breakaway videos where it's a little bit more chill. I do enjoy doing these kind of videos. It's certainly a nice break, and to kind of be a little bit more real with you guys, just showcasing all this sort of stuff. It is really cool to sort of give you guys an idea of like what I'm like off camera, especially with the stuff I buy. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I would normally buy, is all the retro gear anyway. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and I will see you guys in the next one.